I don't care who you are. Everybody wants...
I'm Elvis Presley.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big show with Elvis Presley headlining tonight. Here is Elvis Presley.
Dear viewers, thank you very much for the many positive reactions we received on the introduction of the new design that we are using for the videos. I am also very happy with the high number of views my videos have received in recent months. Thank you for watching in large numbers. And although there is no big news to report this month, I was still able to make a very interesting and entertaining video. So, take a seat, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Elvis Presley News Report of March 2024. In the digital library of the University of North Texas, more unseen footage of Elvis was found. Parts of it were already uploaded by Elvis World Japan on YouTube in 2022. The video originates from the WBAP TV station in Fort Worth, Texas. Elvis is on his way to Hollywood in the train talking to news reporters during a 1-hour layover in the train station of Fort Worth. The film was shot in the early hours of Saturday, January 11, 1958. Only 9 days before the filming of King Creole started. Looking at the images, I got the impression that Elvis did not sleep much.
What do you think about jerks like the one who quit the draft board because you were given a 60-day, I guess you saw that story. Somebody in Kentucky quit because you were given a 60-day deferment.
Well, I just like Mr. Hershey.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like him. I was expecting it.
I figured somebody would.
I said, what do you rather be, a lover or a fighter?
It's just according to what the situation is. I mean, sometimes you have to be both.
I think you can both.
You mean, do I mind giving?
Yeah, actually, I mean, no, they'll go back.
If it was a situation, if they cut them off and I never could have any more, then I would worry about it. They look shorter today. If you wearing them shorter than I wore them shorter than I used to. What's the reason for that, Amy?
Well, I don't know.
The girl that Elvis is kissing is the 14-year-old Mary Savage from Oklahoma City. House where Elvis and his parents lived approximately between May and November 1955 fell victim to a major fire in 2023. I hope they will remove the extension that was added to the front of the house after 1955 so that the house will be as it was when the Presleys lived there. Unfortunately, due to the fire, nothing original will be there when the house is restored. Aside from the Lauderdale courts, this Lamar Avenue home would be the Presley family's second home in Memphis that would hopefully be open to the public. After last month's news in which the Elvis in AI was announced, I found some more additional information. I want to set the record straight because perhaps fans have the wrong idea about the concept of the show. Founded in 2017, Layered Reality created a new form of entertainment by combining technology with theatrical storytelling. So instead of just watching a story play, the audience becomes part of it. The company now runs 2 venues in London. One based on Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds and another retelling the story of the Gunpowder Plot. Everything they learned about storytelling from these shows will be implemented into Elvis Evolution. So combining theater and technology allows the producers of the show to achieve things that otherwise would be impossible. You are going to be stepping into intricate sets that make you feel like you have time traveled. The experience is much more intimate because of small groups of visitors being immersed in detailed sets. As a way to make people feel like they are in Memphis in the 1950s, the experience of the show is enhanced by using temperature, taste and smell. You'll witness iconic Elvis milestones as if you were really there and celebrate defining moments in Elvis's life and career. At the end of the experience, visitors watch a performance of an AI-powered holographic Elvis in an intimate space. Although many have compared the project to the ABBA virtual concert show, the experience is much more about the narrative, like a film. Small groups move through the experience, making it far more intimate than ABBA Voyage, but equally uplifting and fun. In honor of Lisa Marie's 56th birthday, Graceland opened the newly expanded Growing Up Presley exhibit. The exhibition features items from her childhood, including her baby footprints, personal golf cart, record player, roller skates, school yearbooks, school photos and report cards. The expansion takes you through Lisa Marie's adult life with a display of 45 outfits and other never-before-seen items, including personal Christmas cards, stationery and never-before-seen photos. The outfit she wore during the 2023 Golden Globe Awards ceremony, which would be her last public appearance, is also on display.
At 5, a St. Louis classic car gallery just sold a rare set of wheels once driven by the king of rock and roll himself. Daniel Schmidt & Co. is a classic car gallery on Lindbergh near the airport. Owners say it sold this car that you see right here. This was owned by Elvis Presley. There are only 14 of these cars in the entire world. It was hand-built in Italy and delivered to Elvis's Beverly Hills home. Schmidt says the 1971 Stutz Blackhawk Series 1 Coupe sold for $395,000.
I did some more research and went to the website of Daniel Schmidt & Co. and I soon found out that this Stutz Blackhawk was gifted around 1974 by Elvis to his Las Vegas physician Elias Garnham. It remained in his possession until his death in 2001, after which the car was sold to a private collector. All of a sudden this car reappears onto the market during a Mecum car auction on November 12, 2022. I remember it vividly as it has that very annoying plaque that says Elias Garnham, a true friend, Elvis Presley. I just cannot believe that Elvis even took the time to screw the plaque on the dashboard when he tossed the car keys through the air to Elias. In the Elvis Presley News Report of December 2022, I showed you that this exact same car was sold, including the buyer's premium, for $297,000. Although Daniel Schmidt & Co. offered the car for a showroom price of $490,000, it was sold for $400,000. In short, this means that somebody made a very big profit. Dear viewers, I am asking you for help. Let me explain. After years of delays, I now have test pressings of the Happy Elvis Presley Day T-shirt that I would like to sell. It will be available in 3 colors over time. In principle, everything was ready for delivery until I discovered a major obstacle. And this obstacle is called shipping costs. 40% of my viewers live in the USA and 20% of my viewers live in the United Kingdom. So that is where my biggest market is. However, shipping from the Netherlands to the United Kingdom is about 10 euros and to the USA it is 14 euros and a lot of time consuming paperwork. Unfortunately, These shipping costs make it a much too expensive t-shirt, and that is not what I want. This t-shirt must be affordable for everyone. To achieve this, I am looking for a textile printer in the USA and the UK who, in addition to production, can also take care of domestic shipping. Are you a textile printer, or do you know one who can produce small and customized quantities? Then please contact me at elvisdisco@hotmail.com. As part of its ongoing live series, collector's label Follow That Dream Records announced the release of Elvis State Line Sahara 1974. Released as a 3-CD 5-inch digipack, this set features 3 concerts from Elvis's 3rd season in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. May 19 Evening Show, May 20 Midnight Show and May 25 Midnight Show. All of these full concerts are previously unreleased, and highlights are the songs Spanish Ice of May 19, which Elvis sings as a request, and I'm Leaving of May 25. FTD Vinyl announced the release of Elvis's last studio album Moody Blue in 180-gram gold sparkle vinyl. This individually numbered gold-colored collectible is a limited edition of 4,000 copies worldwide. This is a reprint of their 2015 Moody Blue double album that contained clear vinyl discs and was pressed in an edition of 1,500 copies. The 2024 Super Bowl was watched by 123 million viewers, making it the best watched Super Bowl of all time. For us Elvis fans, it was really cool to see that one of the pre-Super Bowl commercials featured an Elvis character and had the music of Burning Love in a FedEx advert.
We got it just in time.
Thank you very much.
So basically, Elvis lives. Long live the king.
If this is what we did for film history, see what we can do for your business.
Amazon has now added a working book cover pending the final cover of Lisa Marie's memoirs being designed and released. This is how it now looks like on Amazon, where you already can pre-order the book. A family friend said that Lisa Marie had been working on her book for years and that it was 90% finished at the time of her death. One of her prime motivations for writing her memoir was defending her father's legacy. In her book, Lisa Marie held nothing back when it came to the Memphis Mafia, which she found disgusting, her mother and Michael Jackson. More book news. On February 24, the Polish edition of Elvis and Me was published, titled
Elvis IA.
What I found odd about this publication is that the cover shows 2 actors instead of the real persons the book is about. Dr. Ben Wynn, a professor of history at the University of North Georgia, has published a book through the Louisiana State University Press about the story behind Elvis Presley's iconic hit Hound Dog. A Hound Dog Tale, Big Mama, Elvis and the Song That Changed Everything was released on February 7. It seems like a simple song on the surface, Wynn said, but it's got a pretty complicated backstory. The book is 181 pages and is available via the LSU Press website. In the Elvis Presley News Report of September 2023, I announced the release of the book Elvis and the Colonel by Greg MacDonald and Marshall Terrell. Greg met Elvis in 1965 while fixing his air conditioner. Elvis saw so many similarities between him and the Colonel, he told Parker to check him out. Subsequently, Greg went on to work for the Colonel and he even moved in with him for a while. I was informed that Greg MacDonald died on February 2nd at the age of 74. John Townsend and Gordon Minto have published yet another volume in the Elvis UK book series. This time dealing exclusively with British extended play releases issued between 1957 and 2001. In keeping with previous volumes, it covers literally everything to do with EPs from the United Kingdom in forensic and exhaustive detail throughout this 500-page full-color book. This book includes a welter of background information, photos, as well as scans of every known label and sleeve variation. This softcover book retails for £58 including postage and packing in the UK. Overseas buyers have to pay more because of additional shipping costs. The website link where the book can be ordered is elvisukbooks.co.uk. Hello everybody, it's trivia time, and in last month's trivia I asked you, do you recognize the voice of the person who says,
"Did I hear someone say something about Elvis?"
That can be heard in the dying seconds of my videos. Well, the correct answer had to be Jerry Lee Lewis. These are the Anita Kerr singers. And just like the Jordanaires, they sang background vocals on just about every Nashville hit in the late 1950s and early 1960s. The trivia question for this month is, the Anita Kerr singers provided the background vocals on just one Elvis song. Can you tell me from the top of your head which song this is? If you do know, then place your answer in the comments below. Good luck everybody! The Elvis Presley Society of Japan discovered the long-lost negatives of the photographs that are taken by Japanese cameraman Mr. Kizaki photographed not only the actual show in January 1973, but also the 3 Aloha performances and press conference held in November 1972. 300 of Mr. Kizaki's amazing photographs have been selected for the book Elvis Aloha from Hawaii, Through the Eyes of Japan. After printing the book, serious color problems were discovered that had occurred while scanning the negatives. So the decision was taken to rescan all the films using a scanner with the highest quality available. After scanning, dust and scratches were removed from the images. Here are some examples of the new scans. "500 books will be pressed and are available via specialist Elvis dealers in March 2024. That was the news for this time. Check back next month if you want to keep up with all the latest Elvis news. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley day.
You have a happy, you have a happy, have a happy.
Did I hear someone say something about Elvis?